Hello. Our year in media studies began with limited knowledge of the subject, as only one of our group had taken it for IGCSE, not knowing fully how to take to the course. To begin with, we had to make a preliminary video, which was unrelated to our final piece. To begin our preliminary video, we had to fully understand how to use a camera, which was an issue, as we didn't really know how to use a camera altogether. The video we made was about foosball and was shot using my iPhone 6. We shot this video in the common room. However, the lighting there wasn't as good as we wanted. Therefore, there was another problem that we encountered. When this task was finished, we decided the best editing program to use was iMovie, due to its simplicity. And it already had a variety of effects, sound clips, and preset tiles and transitions. Through this, we acquired knowledge of basic editing that we went on to use in our actual film opening. Although even the final product, I used iMovie several times for tasks such as behind the scenes and draft product. Our initial idea was outstanding and utilizing not only social issues that are occurring at the time, but also maximizing our imagination and creativity as a group. When we first started developing the idea and storyline of the film, each member of the group was of a clear understanding what was expected from us in this course. Therefore, after a long discussion, we realized that we were all on the same page, or at a similar length. And we had a clear idea of what exactly was going to occur in our film. However, our final film is not up to the standard that we wanted it to be. It was not too far off of the original idea that we pillared the film on. However, I believe due to the time constraints, our film lacked a few key aspects. But that was the time given, and we cannot complain much. The location that we chose to film in was perfect. However, I believe, due to the nature of the setting, we spent an unethical amount of time editing the film to make it seem more professional. We could not really film from multiple angles, because unfortunately, the group only had one camera. This meant we spent several minutes altering angles so that we could get a variety of shots for our film. The hazardous setting meant we couldn't be in the location after sundown. This caused difficulty because we only had a set window to film in. Otherwise, it would become a safety issue. This is evident by my injury that was caused while filming in the dark. On the other hand, the location meant that the atmosphere and iconography of the film was clearly developed. Our cinematographer, Harvey Vipond, my friend and fellow media studies classmate, was able to bring forth extraordinary ideas of the shots that we needed to take. This was because of his experience with the course from years before. This meant that he was our professional guidance and leadership role when discussing the next direction for our film. This was a case that we argued a lot. The direction of the film. Was it to scare our audience or was it to entertain them? But at the end we managed to find an equilibrium. In my opinion, the most positive feature of the film is, in all its simplicity, the soundtrack. The simple music that laid behind the film to add its eerie effect. It took me numerous hours and lessons cycling through YouTube, a social media platform, to find a suitable sound clip and ask permission of the owner for use. During lessons, I chose most of the soundtrack myself, even having to resort to GarageBand to develop a few music bits myself. that would emphasize the ominous tone that was present throughout the film. This took a lot of effort from me because I lacked a lot of musical talent. One of the main scores that runs throughout the film is one that was extracted from the film A Nightmare on Elm Street, which had a similar link to our film. This really brought forth the idea of a dream that was inescapable, and the character was stuck in it. As a theater studies student, I maintained that acting was the most important part of our film, because this was the reactions of the victim, is what would make or break the film. In this sense, I chose to recruit my fellow drama classmate, Chris Delamini, to portray the victim. He has been asked to join an agency in Los Angeles for acting, because he is a widely talented actor and one of the best that I know. In regards to the Shadow Man, or Boogeyman, our villain, the actor did not need much in terms of acting skills. This was because of the mask that he would wear. Therefore, he would rely mostly on body movements. Therefore, another one of my fellow media studies students, Nikita, was a perfect fit for the character due to his immense size and lanky body movements. But in the end, our film followed a naturalistic tone, relying heavily on acting and camera work rather than special effects such as explosions or gunfire. We strongly believe that through this lack of post-production modification, the audience could truly connect to the film's underlying message and follow with the story with emotion and heart, rather than be distracted by silly effects that would just turn our movie into a cheap action movie. Overall, I am proud of my team and I for developing a fully functioning, effective horror film opening that can grasp our target audience and intrigue them for more. I believe that through this course, I have learned much more than I had expected to learn. In my opinion, the film was a challenge. However, Fusion Films, my team, and my associates managed to jump over many obstacles to complete the outcome and to create an effective horror film opening. I would like to thank everyone who was involved and helped with the production of the film, for we have created a masterpiece. This year has been a blissful one. Thank you.